Hi guys, today we're here with the Ebike Sport Edition, that's SE, and when they say Sport Edition they really mean it. And that comes from, what we have here is the hub motor. It's a geared hub motor, and it actually puts out 500 watts sustained and 700 watts in a burst. And on a bike this size, and if with normal sized people, that's going to shoot people forward pretty quickly and hardcore. It is geared and it is hub motor, but it doesn't have regen, but most bikes don't. It does have some pretty premium Shimano and turning derailleurs and sprockets back here. It is kind of, I would say, a little close to the ground here, but it hasn't been a problem for me. Up front you've got a 52 tooth sprocket with a plastic covering, which is quite nice. And then if you look down here, you got a strong metal brace that keeps the sprocket from getting hit. Moving around, you got a foldable pedal here, which saves you a couple inches when you're folding it up. You got a nice little basket carrier at the back here. Put your bag in there or clothes, whatever you want. We've got two lights. They're separate battery lights. Obviously it would be nice if it was connected to the recharge, but they work nicely front and back. You'll notice also that we've got a suspension here, and I might get more to that later. You'll see the disc brakes are 180 centimeter. Kind of overkill for a bike of this size, but with the hub motor rocketing you forward pretty quickly, it's always good to have a little overkill there. This nice handle, so when you're picking it up, when it's folded, you just hold it right here, kind of like a suitcase. And then the power stuff is here. You've got the DC input, I think it's 48 volts, 3 amps. Got on off switch obviously, and then you got USB if you want to charge your phone while you're riding your bike. Kind of nice. The splash guards are plastic, which keeps the weight light, but they're pretty strong and firm, and obviously easy to replace if you have some damage there. I actually tried doing some wheelies on this, but the back thing kept rubbing the back, so we didn't have too much fun on that. You'll notice the bike seat also has a nice handle on it, really strong. This seat, I'm gonna say, feels good for a couple miles, but if you're gonna go 20 miles, which this thing can do on probably torque alone, you might want to find your perfect seat for this. Different people have different favorites, but it's fine. It's fine for riding around, no problems. So the controller here, you have a throttle, you'll notice. It's super powerful. I'm gonna ratchet it down to 1, and it just kind of takes the bike for a little ride. And if you go up to 5, it's kind of nutty, and I'll show you that later. On off switch, and you have 1 to 5 here. That's not too complicated. The keys are for the battery, which are located in here. When you open this up, you'll see that there's a battery inside, and then you also have this arm which folds down. Sometimes you'll need that for very tight spaces, but putting it in my car on the Metro North, I haven't needed it yet. Also, really nice kickstand, industrial strength. Really kind of ties the whole thing together. So we'll go on a little ride around the driveway here. See, it's pretty smooth, and the pedal assist kicks in. Let me show you my feet. The pedal assist kicks in about, I want to say, a second after you start pedaling. And I'm going to turn it up a little bit so it's a little louder. So look at my feet and try to listen for that pedal assist when I turn this corner. Hub motors typically are a little bit hesitant, but that's kind of how it goes. Mid-drive motors from Bros and Others are going to give you a better reaction time. But, you know, once you're on the trail and going, it's pretty nice. But, you know, again, to get back to this 500, 700 watt engine or hub motor back there, this is the kind of thing you see on like one of these things. It's a Saunders fat tire bike. Same engine. Let's see if we can see the 48 volt 500 watt, right? That's the same engine that's powering this monster bike, and it powers it well, is powering this little thing right here. So it's kind of nutty. Like it's kind of it's funny. And you know, to compare, like my favorite road bike right now is the Rally Redo, and this thing has a 250 watt motor up front, although I think it goes up to 350. So that's, you know, half the power of that thing. So what that means is you can take this thing and just, you know, you don't even have to pedal. You don't have to bring pedals. It's like a kind of like a moped or a really small motorcycle almost, and it folds up really small, so you can put it in your trunk. So, or you know, you can put it on a boat, you could put it in a plane, put it in a train, whatever. Lots of fun stuff to do with it. All right, so let me see if I can do this with one hand. So this is the main fold thing here, and I'll try to do this without breaking it. And this is kind of what it looks like folded up. And inside there, you'll notice that's where the battery is. And the bike comes with keys that you can kind of lock that battery in. And you'll notice around here, you got a waterproof seal, so no water's getting into that battery area, which is kind of nice. And you notice, like, you know, I fold it once, and this thing fits in my car. It fits in the train that I take to the city. It's not a problem. The only other things you have to deal with are these motor cutoff switch here. You plug those in, and you can fold this down, and obviously the seat goes all the way down. So you can make it a really tight package if you want, and that's, you know, how it comes in the box. So your first thing that you do is put this bike together, and it's gonna fall over, but I'll just let it down nicely. And this is kind of the package you get. It's really quite nice. I have to say, like, I wasn't expecting this for $1,500. It was kind of a nice surprise. I take out the motor, but the keys are still attached to the handlebars. I'll give you another quick look at the derailleurs, which is got a little some burrs on right now from a little off-roading. These tires are not the off-roading type, but they're quite nice. I think they're 1.5 or 2 inch tires, maybe 1 3/4. I'm trying to think what else people would want to know about this. You know, you got the 7-gear shift. I know at about 20 miles per hour, even in the lowest gear, I'm spinning my legs as fast as I can. And if I want to go from 20 to 25 miles per hour, it's kind of like spinning really hard, but it's much easier to actually just hit the throttle. So, you know, you go pedal assist up to 20, which on a bike like this is plenty fast. If you want to get up to 25, you almost have to rely solely on the throttle. And I don't even know when the throttle stops. I think it's supposed to stop at 28, but I can't even verify that. So, you know, it's I think, I don't think it's legal in New York City anywhere with the throttle, but you know, just the pedal assist mode. If you take off the throttle, the pedal assist mode will get you the kind of power you crave. All right, that's it. We're gonna leave the scene here, and I hope you like this video, and give us all those thumbs ups and likes and subscribes, and we'll see you next time.